Hello, I am Nicholas Neesmith, and today I want to talk about working a minimum wage job. But first off, you had to ask yourself, what was your first job? Was it fast food? Was it retail? Maybe even a babysitter? No matter your answer, they was paying you based off of an established minimum wage. Today, I'll be going into the minimum wage and how it affects living in our economy. There are a few ways to look at minimum wage. When I say minimum wage, I want to think about the skills that you learn while working a minimum wage job, what it's like to work a minimum wage job, and the pros and cons that come with increasing the minimum wage. As young adults without our education, jobs will pay a minimum wage and small raises over time as we work. The longer you work, maybe you get 50 cents, 25 cents more the hour. From my experience working a retail job, that's how it goes. I can testify for the information that I found on talentegg.com, which is about the valuable skills that gain from working a minimum wage job. So you can gain some skills, man. Some type of life things come out of there. So one skill I like to mention is the social skills. Social skills, I would say I gained some social skills myself from just interacting with the customers also. And you also gain a good money sense. So like, let's say the customer, they hand you money. You gotta make sure you give you your change back. They're trusting you with the responsibility to handle their money. So that's also a good trait that comes along with working a job. Although there are good life skills, at a young age, minimum wage doesn't help much with the life expenses as an adult, which is also true. Can't work a minimum wage job for life, to be honest. If you have big ambitions for yourself, you can't do that. Many people agree that minimum wage job does not help pay enough to live off of, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say if you want to live by yourself, you got to do a lot of working. So, what is it like to live off a minimum wage job? Based on what I've seen on this website, it's a constant struggle. Even as a young person, me working that part-time job myself, every time I spend a little bit of money, every time I get paid, I'm back waiting for the next paycheck. I'm back waiting to see, well, I know to get some more money in my account, so I need to keep working. Let's see. Try to save money even on my lunch break, just so I can budget my income. On top of that, we all know that life happens. For example, the story from CNBC.com that talks about a mother with 6 kids, but she works at churches as a church's chicken cashier. One of her sons has asthma, so she takes frequent trips to the hospital, which but she doesn't have any paid time off. She has to make sure she goes to every shift because every shift is essential for them to be able to survive. She has to bring in enough money so they can make it. Personally, I know that working a job, 8-hour job on your feet with somebody watching over your back, a supervisor, quote unquote supervisors, the people that's supposed to be almighty and better than you, but they start off in the same position as you, and they just stay long enough to get their position. As a retail worker, I wouldn't mind getting them paid more, but over time, what would that actually mean? Over time, raising the minimum wage would result in possibly the pros and cons, at least. Based off of procon.org, the biggest benefit to me is that it would increase the economic activity. So the more people get money, the more people can spend money. I can see how that would lead to job growth. If more people get jobs, then that will reduce the government spending on welfare. That will reduce this income inequality between low income and the higher income households. Raising the minimum wage also has potential to increase poverty, though, because based off of the procon.org, list off of how it would happen. Hours and employment would decline because it would cost more to pay employees, which is obvious. Instead of paying me $10, I'm not getting paid $15. That's $5 extra an hour that the employer has to pay me and my other employees or associates. Yep, and then businesses will have to close because the products would have to go up. So whatever product or service that they're providing, the price of it will have to go up because now it costs more, to provide that product or that service. Less jobs will be available for young adults like me because we have little experience, so they'll want to pay more people to have higher or longer time on the field. And that's not any good for, really though, like, that's not any good for my generation because a lot of us don't have that much experience yet, especially for the job that we're trying to go out and get without our education. The reason I did the research is because I want to inform my classmates about working a minimum wage 9 to 5 job. Even though life skills are gained, some struggle with the current minimum wage, and there are pros and cons that would come with increasing the wage. So in order for the minimum wage to go hand in hand with the life that we live today and life expenses, there will need to be major adjustments to the economy and the way of life that we live now. Thank you for watching. I am Nicholas Neesmith. This is a speech for my class, so I appreciate you guys watching.